market cap of the free coins given away on PulseChain to Ethereum token holders and tokens on the Ethereum network are actually millions and millions of dollars of free money. But people still complain. It's amazing. There's a lot of complaining out there. It's like, wow. It's like guys holding Ethereum, right? Like Solana pumped, and then guys holding Ethereum are crying and moaning and just so sad. And you're like, guys, you know, it was $880 like a year ago. It's $2,200 now. Stop crying. Like, it's it could be, look, it could be dumping, right? It could be going to zero. Just chill. Stop the crying. But you see, human beings, they're not actually rational. They're jealous. So if you've got a hotter girlfriend than somebody, they're mad at you. If you've got more money than somebody, they're mad at you. If you got bigger muscles than somebody, they're mad at you. If you're younger or prettier, whatever, like, it's basically a world of player haters. Now, I can't lie. I feel that same emotion. I see people with more than me and doing better than me, and it makes me jealous, because that's what being human is, right? Like, it's built in the game. Jealousy is interesting. It's it's an effective strategy for conscious creatures, which is why you see it across different species. And it, one, drives you to perform better, but it also drives you to do stuff that sucks, right? Like, I think vandalism is in part a part of jealousy. Like, if you can't have something good, then everyone else can't either, that kind of crap. So it's not all upside. There's a fair amount of downside to jealousy. And if, you know, I've explained it a few times, the key to wealth is appreciating what you have. If you're always focused on what you don't have, you will always be unhappy. And the more you get, the more unhappy you'll be, right? So let's say you got a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. You're driving the Ferrari. Well, you're not driving a Lamborghini. Well, sad you, right? Then you got 10 cars. I'm not driving my 9 other cars, you know. So if you truly want to be healthy, if you truly want to be happy and healthy and wealthy and all that, you got to be grateful for what you got, because the more you have, the more you don't have. I know it sounds weird. It's kind of like Dunning-Kruger. The smarter you get, the more you realize you don't know. The dumber you are, the less you realize what you don't know. So you think you're smarter. Well, it's the same thing with money, right? The richer you get, the more you realize you don't have or you're not using. And then the worse you feel. I mean, like, in general, rich people, not really that happy, usually. Hi. Happy with people, happy with friends, not that happy alone. So that's kind of how the tortured genius thing works. Did he just call himself a genius? Yeah, I called the top on the day a couple of years ago. Hi. I called the top at 65K. Price is 43K. What's up? I like how people talk about Michael Saylor. They're like, Michael Saylor's up $1 billion. You're like, hold on a second, you idiots. Let me explain this to you, okay? When you enter a position, you slip the market against yourself. When you enter positions, it's called slippage, right? So if you enter billions of dollars of a position, your actual exit price is a lot lower than what you think it is, because it's going to slide against you on the way out. So a real easy way to tell how the slippage is going to get you is to get in your position, right? However you're entering. I don't know if you're market buying or spreading it over time weighted average pricing, dollar cost averaging, whatever. And then take your position and look at what it would be if you sold it. Right? That makes sense, right? So people are like, oh, Michael Saylor's up so much money. And you're like, yeah. And then how much down would he be if you tried to exit right now? So it's not when you buy billions of dollars of an illiquid thing, you're going to push the price up against yourself, and then you're going to feel rich. But then if you're smart, which is what I just educated you guys on, you got to look at your slippage on the way out, and you'll be like, dang, I'm actually not up. Hope I can, scale out or whatever. So this idea that guys that got wrecked buying the top after I called the top are somehow now to be worshipped as though they're smart is very stupid to me. I called the top at 65K. Price is now 43K. It's never gone over 65K since. I called the top on the day. Miracle worker, did it for free. Hi. And they're bragging about buying top and holding. Okay. Especially when you made the top by pushing it up with leverage. What an idiot. And then you see other things like this guy, I don't even know his name, Raul something, Raul Powell or Paul, I don't know. Some guy with like a podcast. This guy buys the top irresponsibly long on margin, uses options for leverage. I warned him. I said, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. in his thread telling him, don't do it. Ladies, liquors, and leverage. Don't do it. You'll get wrecked. He gets wrecked. But now he's like doing victory laps somehow. Like, bro, what? I call the top of these things. You guys bought the top. Stop acting like you won. You didn't win. Hi, Richard Hart. In case you don't know me, own the world's largest diamond. Never seen it. Pretty funny that, but I own it. What else? Founded the world's largest airdrop, which here's some market caps for those coins. Let's go take a look at some. We've got, I'm just going to sort by liquidity here. Or no, should I sort by market cap? Fully diluted value? Is that the way? Let's look at the wrapped Bitcoin. Now, why do I hate talking about PRC20s to you guys? Because any PRCI20 I mention, I'm worried that you guys just buy. It worries me. I don't want you to do that. So, wrapped Bitcoin has an admin key, okay? BitGo, a company in the United States, has that admin key. They could just infinitely mint as many more as they wanted and dump this thing to zero if they wanted to. Now, are they going to do that? I have no idea. Would their shareholders like it if they did that? I have no idea. I don't even think they're public. They're private. In general, I like the things that I founded. I think they have good designs. I hate admin keys. I prefer not to see admin keys wherever they can be removed and not exist. So, WBTC has an admin key, therefore I'm not really a big fan. But god darn, as far as ERC20s and PRC20s go, man, you're just buried in admin keys. Anyway, long story short. So, there's a reason I don't talk to you about half the things on PulseChain or that half the PRC20s in the world is because, there's risk in them, right? So wrap Bitcoin, fully diluted value, 14 million bucks. So I think that means is that the total supply, I'm not sure this website's measuring the total supply accurately, but let's just assume it is. The total supply times the price is 14 million bucks. So this coin that was given away for free to ERC20 holders, wrap Bitcoin ERC20 holders, is worth $14 million out of thin air. Cost you nothing. Free. Here you go. Enjoy your free money. Merry Christmas. There's $14 million of value sitting here. Cool. And there's 300K of liquidity. Now, I hear this like, oh, Solana's pumping. And then I go look at Solana. And then I go sort by liquidity. And there's no liquidity on anything. And I don't get it. Now, when you have really low liquidity, it means that the price can go very high with less amounts of money. But in a Uniswap V2 automated market maker where the bid and the ask are symmetrical, and this doesn't speak to anywhere else that's traded, right? Like I'm not looking at all the other places it can trade. I'm just looking online at the, what I consider to be the most trust reduced way to trade, because you can't get screwed by an exchange stealing your money. You can only get screwed by contract vulnerabilities or rug pulls or, bad PRC or ERC20s that have like inflation bugs or admin key, stuff like that. But it is, you don't have to trust as much. If an exchange gets your money, this is another thing, right, that I understand. Well, let me finish this point. There's millions and millions of dollars of free money that was given away to people. Pulse was given away for free to every Ethereum holder. A PRC20 copy was given away to every ERC20 holder. There's millions and millions of dollars of free money sitting here. And you idiots on the Ethereum network that aren't smart enough to say thank you for the free money, for some reason, you're also not smart enough to take advantage of all the lower gas costs. So if we look right now at gopulse.com/gas, it's 50,000 times cheaper to use PulseChain than Bitcoin. 50,000 times. It's 9,000, well, 83.96 currently. Let's call it 8,000 times cheaper to use PulseChain than to use Ethereum. PulseChain was designed to help get the Ethereum gas fees down. Well, guys, if you would put a little bit less load on the Ethereum network it wouldn't cost you $5 to send an ERC20 or $20 to do a swap. It would cost you less than a penny. Right now, it costs less than a penny to do a swap, PulseChain. It costs, you could do about 5,000 sends for a penny. Check the math though, 0.0002. That's a lot of sends, right? So PulseChain has operated flawlessly since launch. It was the world's largest free airdrop. There's millions of dollars of free coins there for ERC20 holders. And we're in day 227 of flawless operation. It used to trade at 0 and be worth nothing. And now, I mean, depending on how many coins you think are circulating, let's look at the market cap. I, in general, hate market cap as a measurement for like anything really. But here it is. The market cap, if you take like the total supply of PulseChain times the current price per PLS, the market cap of PulseChain is $9 billion, $8.9 billion. The current market cap of PulseX is $2.5 billion. Incentive token, 12 million. Hex, 6.7 billion just on the PulseChain network, probably worth about 4 billion on the Ethereum network. That's a lot of billions, guys. So, I mean, the idea, this narrative, a lot of people hate me. A lot of people hate the things I've designed, which is really weird because they were all given away for free. PulseChain was given away for free. PulseX was given away for free. Hex was given away for free. My advice is given away for free. This video is given away for free. You don't even know an address you could send me money at. You don't have any address of mine. Wow, that's a lot of free stuff for a lot of hate. And I didn't even wear any jewelry, just so you little hater guys would have an easier time for Christmas. So you don't have to hate as hard. Still called the top of the day. They want you to feel wrecked. Hexicans, PulseXicans, PulseCans, they want you to feel wrecked. The enemies, the scumbags of the world, they want you to feel wrecked, but you're not wrecked. PulseChain has operated flawlessly since launch 227 days ago. It's not very long ago. Hex has operated for over 4 years perfectly, flawlessly, while so many other things have gone to zero, stopped functioning, went bankrupt over and over and over again. Now, who promoted the bankrupt things? The same scumbags that won't say a good thing about the stuff that I designed. CoinMarketCap advertises crap that goes to zero, advertises crap that gets bankrupted, advertises crap that destroys their users, lists it all over the place, lies about our stuff.